Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. How are you? How are you? Good to see everybody here tonight. Good evening to Robert Bacuccio behind the bars, Fact Live, Mr. Rob Benjamin Shadow. Don't you know? Hey, we all need to congratulate Mr. Rob Benjamin because he got himself a new Harley. Yes, he did. If you did not know that, you did not watch the Unaffiliated's live tonight. Congratulations to him. Let's see. Tito's in the house. Hello, Tito. Good to see you, sir. Welcome back from Sturgis. I can't wait to hear all about your trip and how much fun you had. Corey's in the house. Hello, Corey. Good evening to you. I'm just getting everybody's caught up on points here. No worries. If you were here before the actual live, then I already got you for the points. And I'm all caught up for all the members for their points so far. There's still quite a few members that aren't joined us up. Big Mike 135 is in the house. He is home from Sturgis as well with his brother Dave and a couple others that he rode out with, and they rode out and back. Wagonator, what's going on, man? Hello, good evening. Your Wacky Crusade. I hope you're doing well. Tonight, we're going to chat about everything and anything under the sun. I got no real topic to talk about other than Sturgis is come and gone. I wasn't there. But there's always next year. I plan on being there next year. Hello, Mrs. Kelpfire. How are you, darling? Good to see you and your most beautiful self. Yeah. Oh, cool. Glad you're doing well. So nothing really to talk about. However, I did want to bring something up. I had a bike come into the shop yesterday for an oil change, a service, and a good look over because they're going on a great trip. And we found that her rear brakes were shot. Yes, her. She's a lady rider. She's a badass. Dallas is in the house. What's going on, Dallas? Lady Wagonator's in here as well. Hello, how are you? You had a good time. Looking forward next year. Right on. We are as well. And her rear brake rotor is worn. I didn't have to measure it. All I had to do was feel it. The inside of that brake rotor was trashed. What's going on, Throttle Iron? Good to see you. Yep, he bought a 2008 Ultra Classic. Congratulations. It's red. I do remember that. So, everybody, cheers to Mr. Rob Benjamin. Congratulations. Oh, Guns. Thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate you and what you do. For what you do. Thank you so much. Oh, no kidding. Welcome from Northwest Washington State. Wow. Hearing every bike on 101. Nice. I've been out to Washington State. I flew a Chinook helicopter from Corpus Christi, Texas, all the way up to Fort Lewis, Washington. How far are you, Tim, from Fort Lewis, Washington? Out of curiosity. Wow. XAN, good evening to you, sir. Welcome to tonight's live. Yeah, congratulations to Shadow. Guys, just remember, if you're not a member of the channel and you want to get in on the big giveaway, I'm giving the big giveaway. And I say it's a big giveaway because it's $1,800 worth of product. I will be giving away a complete front and rear suspension from Suspension Technologies or a Sawicki Speed pipe, either in the stainless steel or black, not the polished. So if you're not a member and you want to get into it, it's $100 super chat now for 10 extra entries. Yes, for 10 extra entries. 4,500. Now you beat Brock on his trip, so yeah, you beat Brock on his trip when he went out to mobbing at 3,000 miles, you 50% more. That's awesome. That is awesome. So, there you go. I just had to get caught up on something over here. Let's see. Been eating. Don't worry about eating crow. Don't worry about eating crow. You do what's right for you, and you thought you did the right thing in buying your Harley now. Nothing wrong with that, man, as long as you're in the wind. Let's see. Just west of Fort Lewis, most helicopters fly over the place. Flight times, I'm next to Sanderson Field Airport. Yep. Jump from Chinooks. Yeah, the 160th SOAR to have a unit out there at Fort Lewis. We came back from Iraq, and we had to send my helicopter up there for reset. So I was lucky enough to fly from Corpus Christi, Texas, which is on the Gulf side of Texas, all the way across Texas into Barstow, California. Then we flew the whole San Fernando Valley up to Fort Lewis, Washington. It was awesome. Let's see, cross country, but yeah, right on, right on. Hey, Scuffy Santa Rides, how are you? Good evening. Oh, look at that. Challenge accepted. Right on. And Mike, so Salty Badger's in the house too. Hey, what's going on, Salty? Good to see you. Big Mike, you got Dr. J's bike all cleaned up. Coming in Friday. Land the Chinooks on the ground for 90 seconds and they bounce. Yeah. No, we actually landed, shut down, handed them the aircraft, and then we jumped on a commercial flight back to Connecticut. Sick Bastard's in the house. How are you doing, Sick Bastard? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, if you want to get in that big giveaway, there's a chance without being a member. It's always been since the beginning. $100 super chat will get you 10 entries. Nobody's taken me up on that yet. So, but the members list is entries is getting on. I have to do another sheet after tonight. Boom. Damn. Oh, really? Yeah, I bet it is. I've only done static line jumping when I was with the 82nd, so that was a good time. But back to motorcycles, man. Let's, Shadow got himself his first Harley. D-Rod's in the house. Hello, D-Rod. Very happy for Shadow. I hope he gets more miles and smiles out of that bike. I can't wait for him to post pictures, and we'll get that going. Yeah. So what else is happening in tonight's world with motorcycles? Let's see. October 1st starts the new CEO of Harley Davidson, who comes from Topgolf and Pizza Hut, which coming from Pizza Hut kind of concerns me because there are no Pizza Huts anywhere around me. I don't know if there's any more around the country. I don't know what the deal is. Yes, congratulations to Shadow. Cheers, all. Yes, let's do it. Let's sit down over dinner, have a good pizza or something, and we'll plan it, make it happen. Seats at upholstery, tins are at paint. Oh, no. Frame and parts at coating and parts and plating. Building the motor for things to come in September 1st. Deadline coming up fast. Coming in hot. Okay, right on. So 2 failing chains. Yeah. Yep. And kind of concerned about that. I guess Harley didn't learn the lesson from the previous CEO coming from a sneaker company. I would have hoped they would have grabbed and promoted somebody from within the company that would have had a passion for the brand and also the sport. Really, really upset that didn't happen. But you might get a pizza with you or a set of golf clubs. You never jumped from a plane, but you did rappel from helicopters. Right on. I've rappelled down mountains. I've climbed mountains and rock climbing. And I've done static line jumps with the Army. I learned rappelling when I was in the Army. That was awesome. Let's see. Harley Davidson's new exhaust is going to be shooting golf balls out. And it's going to smell like pizza cooking. Yeah, I heard the same thing. They're going to be making golf carts again. I remember when many years ago when I was working at as a mechanic at a college, not the college I work at now, but we had a Harley Davidson golf cart. I had to rebuild the motor on that. It was a two cycle motor. Let's see. I like to see bikers visit the Northwest Washington State Loop around Puget Sound. Beautiful rides around. Oh, trust me. Bucket list. That is a bucket list. It's beautiful out there in Washington State. Let's see. It's Tennessee in September. Oh, right on. Smoky Mountain, are you talking about? So Harley will come up with golf balls now? Maybe. We'll be big enough for the golf course. Actually, they're going to have a rack hanging off the side. Oh, man. Hey, Shane, what's going on? Coming all the way in from New Zealand. Good to see you. Well, that's Pizza Hut has shit. Yeah. Top golf is fun. I ate lots of bad pizza. Let's see. They count me in for Sturgis next year. Oh, right on. We're staying in Spearfish at one of the campgrounds. Mike has all the details for it where we're staying. So that's going to be fun. Les, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Some of your other Throttle and Iron guys are here. So who knows? So Les, another thing in the motorcycle community, I found out that, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's the rumor mill. We know the rumor mill that Polaris is toying with the idea of dumping Indian, the brand. Is that true? Yes or no? Let me know. I'm kind of curious because I know you're in the know with Indian. I'd like to see riders from Sturgis to continue west to what? Yeah, that would be great if I had the time. I would love to do it if I had the time. Does not have pizza. It's pizza like substance. Yeah, this is true. Coming from Connecticut, it is. Chris's campground is Spearfish. That's exactly it, Mike. I keep forgetting it for some reason. After we go, I won't forget it again. Trust me, I won't. Let's see. Going to Davenport, Iowa at the end of the month for the largest antique motorcycle swap meet and flat track. Oh, that sounds like fun. Maybe top box and tours will eat pizza. Okay. You're not aware if that's the case. Understandable, but that's what I heard on the rumor mill. But we all know how the rumor mill is. Half the statistics are made up and the other half are not true. So you never know. Let's see. The problem, they will not promotion from within due to the fact that Harley Davidson is really owned by BlackRock and Vanguard along with its shareholders. True. But I mean, come on. They need to get somebody in there who understands the brand, understands their clientele, and loves riding. I mean, really. Let's see. If you're a Southerner, it's Hunt Brothers Pizza. Oh, okay, right on. Polaris should have kept Victory Line. Yeah, they should have. I agree. Haven't heard about Polaris. My wife has an Indian. Oh, okay. Jamie, what's going on, Jamie? Good to see you. You guys had it. Hey, the unaffiliated are all here. Rob Benjamin, Jamin, and Dark Souls, they had a good show tonight. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. XN, I see them pizza truck stops. Okay. Dean Benedetti's in the house, coming in all the way from California. Good to see you. It's a hump day night with Doc. That's right. Let's see. My Honda used my CB750 oversized piston systems. It took that bike around America 3 months, and while teaching school, best ride ever. Right on. Right on, man. Good for you. That's putting down some miles, man, to go around America. That's huge. That's really huge. Uh, we all know our good friend Indigo Moto. She went from uh, she lives in Florida, and she rode all the way out to Key West to start her trip. Went from Key West all the way out to the farthest point in Alaska, and then back. That was an amazing ride she did last year. Good for her, you know. But Saturday we're riding. I'm looking forward to a ride on Saturday. We're leaving my house. We're meeting at 8. Kickstands up 8:15, 8:30. Not real hard time at that point. Then we're going up to Old School Harley Davidson in Connecticut. I've never been there. I want to check it out. And then we're going to be there right around 10. We're going to be there till about noon. And then we're going to leave there and head out to Battleship Harley Davidson. And it's called Battleship because Battleship Cove is right there with some nice, cool old battleships and all that. And we're going to Battleship Harley Davidson. We're going to hang out there for a couple hours. And then we're going to go find some food and then make our way home. So I'm looking forward to that on Saturday. You love Key West. Yeah, nice. Many, many, many years ago, I would say about 45 years ago, my great aunt had a restaurant in Key West called Roberto's, and it was actually reviewed in the New York Times. So that's my connection to Key West, but I've never been. I rode my CB7 all over the country for 6 years, but 100,000 miles on it. It was not stock. Right on, Evil Rick. Guns and whiskey is more than pizza and golf. Right on. Let's see. Are we doing a live on Saturday? Not sure. I'm going to plan on being back in time to do the live, so we're planning on it. Let's see. DDK's in the house. Hello, DD. White people. Oh, man. Mr. Jim Reynolds, what's going on? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Let's see. I heard Harley is going to build an Opera Golf Club rack for their bikes now. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Let's see. Corey says there's a couple good places over in New Bedford for food and drink. Hey, Corey, you could be my tour guide for food and drinks. I like that idea. You know, but hey, it's good to see DDK in the side chat as well. We love DDK with the Slower Than Moses Speed Shop, you know. Yeah, how are you, Father Time? Oregon City, south to Harley is flat track racing. Down to Ontario Motor Speedway for motorcycle racing. And I can't pronounce that. Sorry. Grand Canyon, Memphis, New O, Daytona, up East Coast, Yellowstone, Salt Lake, and Portland. Awesome. They like to go to Key West. What am I? Yeah. Well, my big bucket list is riding all of Route 66, but we all know and heard that. Plan on doing that right when I retire. Take a Saturday off, doctor, enjoy the ride and relax. Yeah, I will. I'll have Mel with me and Corey and Rhodey, Brian from the Ride Life podcast, a couple other friends. Big Mike 135 will be there. So it's going to be a good time on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. Rode down to Alabama this week. We'll be there until Friday. Nice. Headed back up to Ohio for King of the Baggers race on Saturday. Right on. So, Les, I know you're rooting for Indian to win King of Baggers, but who's your favorite rider out of all of them? Doesn't matter what brand they ride on. Who's your favorite rider? You know, speaking of racing, anybody going to King of the Baggers? I wish. I hear that their ticket prices are pretty inexpensive. So, looking forward to that. So, cheers to everybody. Let's all have a cocktail. If you're not drinking a cocktail, have a water or soda, whatever you like. Let's see. The old lady said, Night Rider. Hey, Dave's here, man. What's going on, Dave? Coming in from Arizona. Good to see you. No worries, Greg. You do your thing, man. Do your thing. All the writers there, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are quite talented. I haven't met any of the King of the Baggers writers yet. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen the bikes when we went to the 120th anniversary party at the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. They had some of the bikes there. Harley Davidson factory bikes were there. Saddlemen bikes were there, and that was it, I believe. So, yeah. Let's see. Guns is going. There goes West Virginia down. Yes, please hit that like button. And let's YouTube doing a good job. Evil Rick, you just got the notice I'm live. Yeah, YouTube's notifications are very, very horrible. You want a CVOR? Right on. Right on. But, Wes, I could build you one for less money that makes more power and be one of one instead of one of 132. Just saying. I'm just saying. And I say it's 132 because they started at 0 of 131. So that makes 132. I'm sorry. Math doesn't lie. Tequila Dr. Pepper. Right on. This is, I have black lighting star custom wheels. Nice. That will not hold air pressure. Oh, no kidding. You thinking about tubes. They're not holding air. Is it leaking out of the valve stem? It could be a bad valve stem, valve core. It could be the bead is not seating right, or the inside is rough, and that's what's causing it. So it could be quite a few things, Tim. I've seen people put tubes in wheels that don't require them just to keep it from, keeping air, Yeah, write it like I stole it. Nice. Nice. Thunder Road has number 129. No kidding. Of 131. But Spaceball is one of one. Makes more horsepower and more torque than the CVO RR. Just saying. More reliable. But it doesn't come. Well, I don't know. I think the CVO RR comes with the factory warranty. I'm sure about that. Both front and rear will not hold pressure. Not the valves, but new tires and still won't hold air. I wonder if it's the rim where the bead seats, that it's not really clean and smooth and causing that to have air escape. I've seen that before with custom wheels. Yeah, Corey says mix up some dish soap. That's what I do. I have a little spray bottle that I put dish soap and water in. After I mount a tire and I inflate it, I spray it around the wheel and the tire and everything just to make sure there's no air leaks. And if there is, I'm going to fix it. Hey, what's going on, Drew? Hello, and thank you for the support. Much love, respect to you. Good to see you. It's been a hot minute. By the way, great premiere you did the other night. Sorry, I missed the premiere. I was busy in the shop, but I did catch it when it was over. See, oh, poor Tweedle. He's busy doing other things, He's doing other. Let's see. Drop them in the bathtub and see what bubbles. Yeah, there's that too. There's that too. It happens. Good old Toot and Tweedle. Oh, wow. Wow. That's rough. Toot and Tweedle. Poor Tweedle. Tweedle gets no love, but we love Tweedle. We really do. So I don't know if that rumor is true. I don't want to feed the rumor mill, but I did hear through the rumor mill that Polaris is toying with the idea of dumping Indian because they're selling more slingshots, which are cars, than motorcycles. Let's see. Brother after my own heart, done air tests, questioning both wheels will not hold air. Right on. What's up, V-Rider? Welcome back from Sturgis. I am so sorry you got the Rona. I really am. I feel bad that you got sick. Hope you heal up fast. Yeah, at least it hit you on the way back. Hey, Zach's in the house, in and out, heading back to work. Oh, man. Hey, Zach, how's that new bike doing? I hope it's doing well. It's good to see you. I saw the trip you and Megan have planned. That looks like a good trip next year. You know? I heard Indian will be being dumped too. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. And I don't know how true it is. But, you know. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's awesome. That is awesome. So was it COVID-19, COVID-20? They got a COVID for everything, you know. But I'm sorry you got it. All kidding aside, I'm sorry you got it. I hope you don't have any long-lasting effects from it, and you are getting back to 100%. I really do hope so. You plan on going back to Indian Larry's this year on September 20th? I'll be there. I know Rhodey and Coyer are coming down. I believe the Ride Life podcast will be coming down as well. And, of course, Tanya Eric from VP Customs will be down as well. So I'm looking forward to going. I hope, V-Rider, you're going down or you're planning on it. Hello to Mrs. Guns. Give her a hug for me, will you? Let's see. I'm ready for shocks and more power up. Yeah. Gotta have a guy. I got a guy. You got a guy. Whenever you're ready, Tito, let's do some shopping. Oh, cool. You'll be there? Awesome. Can't wait to see you. Let's have a drink together. Let's get something to toast, you know? Oh, that would be awesome with the new CEO if they bring back the V-Rod. That would be awesome. That would be cool. We know a guy that can do that, Tito. Yes, we do. Me. I'd love to do that for you, Tito. Love to do it for you. Oh, how did Mama like the creamsicle moonshine, Tito? I know I have to talk to him. No worries. Make it happen. We could go full bore or we could go short bore. Whatever you want to do, we can make it happen. So if you guys didn't notice, if you follow Amsoil Adam, Tito was in one of his videos out in Sturgis. Oh, maybe that would be interesting. The V-Rod with the RevMax 1250 motor. Not the one that they put in the Sports Rest, but the one they put in the Pan American, because that's got both heads with the VVT, where the RevMax motor for the Sports Rest, only one cylinder has VVT. So I think that would be kind of cool if they did that. Oh, I think XN is ignoring you, Dallas. Oh, man. Nope. There you go. So, yeah, that would be a rocket. That would be something. Call it like the Super V-Rod or something. See, I should be the CEO. I come up with these great ideas. Come out with an Icon that's a flathead. A couple years later, come out with an Icon that's a knucklehead. A couple years later, a pan head. A couple years later, a shovel head. A couple years later, an Evo. Wouldn't that be an amazing Icon collection? Redo those motors with today's technology and performance and reliability. That would be awesome. Oh, look at that. Yeah, well, you got that Buell, right? Let's see, they got to make a new engine look better like the V-Rod. Yeah. Well, that V-Rod engine's kind of sexy with the fake gas tank that covers the airbox. That's actually a pretty cool design. I like that. The only thing I didn't like about it is you had to lift the seat to put gas in it. It's the only thing I really didn't like about it, but not that big of a deal. Really not that big of a deal. But it was a cool design. Hey, John's in the house. Good evening to you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying your bike. I enjoyed your video, Gettysburg, by the way, and you had that jerk on there with you, but it was still a good video. Dallas, I'm sticking with my vintage 2020 model Coors Light white trash road light. Right on. Right on. But wouldn't that be something if they did the Icon collection with a retro motor? I mean, it can't be that much money. I mean, S&S makes those motors. You can buy a knucklehead, 100 cubic inch knucklehead, 100 cubic inch shovel, or 100 cubic inch pan head right from S&S today. If S&S could do it, I'm pretty sure the motor company could do it. Oil catch can from the factory on the V-Rod. Oh, right on. I didn't know that. I don't know. See, Mel thinks that would be cool. I would be first in line when they came out with an Icon knucklehead. I'd be like, yes, shut up, take my money, give me the goddamn bike. Let's see. I like the breakouts. Really good straight line. Machine shit box in the corners. Okay. I used to ride with a guy who had a turbo on his V-Rod. And he learned the hard way, when you add the go and don't add the whoa, it could be painful. I believed he ended up imprinting on the back of a pickup truck. That's what I heard. That's what happened to him. A 131 panhead. Oh, that'd be cool. 100 knuckle would be badass. Yes, it would. Video was fun, Doc. Yeah, it was great hanging out with you for the short time that you were there. And glad you took your new truck off-roading. Yeah, let's see. I was always a fan of the pan. Yeah, well, to me, the knucklehead was the sexiest motor Harley ever built. That's just me. But a panhead is sexy too. Let's see. Shane, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Just have to lean it hard. Oh, see, there you go. Here's the man that knows how to lean and ride a V-Rod. Let's see. It costs a lot to tool make motors, though. Harley wouldn't be able to do limited editions without cost of them. Well, you know what? Then they could get the motors from S&S and put them in. S&S already makes them. They already have the tooling. It's already done. And there's other companies out there that make knuckleheads and panheads that are not, you know what I mean? They could source out, let's say, 1,500 motors. Boom, done. It can be done. There's many ways around it. We rode with Megan Michael at Mama Michael's. Can rip the hell out of breakout. Yeah, Mike is an amazing rider. He knows how to send that son-bitch over into the corners, Let's see. Fat boy corners like a dump truck. A 23 Skidoo. My coffee drinking friend. Yes. Coffee, as John would always say. Let's see. I had Thrashing Supply T-bars installed and all the foot controls. Yes, I saw that. That was awesome. Good for you. And it looks really good. It does. From what I've seen in the video, I can't wait to see it in person, Tito. Your bike looked really, really good. When I first watched that video, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a Connecticut plate. And I looked at this, I know that bike. And then when he panned around and showed you, I said, I knew it, that's Tito's bike. Yep. Good for you, Tito. I'm happy for you that you had such a great time in Sturgis. Glad you want to go back next year. Last time I was there was in 2010, and I'm looking forward to going out this year with Mike and Hannah, Dave and his wife. It's going to be a great time. Oh, man. Let's see. If they did do that to a knuckle, you'd trade Spaceball in for it. No, Face. I would not trade Spaceball in for it. You can't have a collection if you trade them in. Spaceball's almost paid for. Almost. Almost. So, put it this way. I'm so close to paying Spaceball off. If I don't pay the rest of my bills for 1 month, I could pay off Spaceball. So close being paid off. And once it's paid off, I'm going to take that money I was making on that payment, put it off my Road Glide, knock that down even quicker. And then once all that's done, put that all towards the credit card bills and knock those down, because I had some financial advice to say, make it next month's problem, which was fun, but not so much fun now. But hey, want to play, you got to pay. You can't play if you don't pay. So it is what it is. My Spaceball's almost paid off. I'm toying with the idea that in 27, getting a wild paint job done to Spaceball. I really am. Yeah, who's coming down for Indian Larry's? I know I am. I know my good friend EJ is coming down with his girlfriend, Jada, with us. I know Corey and Rhodey are coming down. I know Jim and Brian, or maybe just Brian, will be coming down. I think that, and I'm not sure who else. And of course, you, V-Roger. So if they do that, Knuckle would trade. No, I won't trade for it. I would add to my collection. Having some items from Thrash put on at Ocean. Oh, an OC. You happy with them? Oh, there you go. There you go. I like Thrash and Supply stuff. I wish I could afford it, to be honest with you. Let's see. With interest rates the way they've been, I pay cash for the bike after trading the Streetlight Special in. Screw paying interest. Yeah, right on. Right on. Credit cards are evil. Ask me how I know. Yes, they are. Next month's problem is all fine and dandy till next month. Exactly. What's up, Jack? Good to see you. Good to see you. I was wondering where you've been. Didn't see you. But I'm glad you're here. Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here. And everybody else, too. But let's see. Just go to the casino. No. Been there, done that. I paid for our wedding with the casino. And then I end up giving it all back and then some. Not going back to the casino. And there's 2 of them here in Connecticut, and I just won't go. Nope. Actually, I'm not allowed to go. Trivia question. What was the year of the first Harley Davidson with a clutch? Ooh. Was that 1915, Dave? I want to say 1915 without Googling it. I want to say 1915 was the first year Harley Davidson had with a clutch. Dallas, that's no joke. I had a mountain of credit card debt at one point, paid it off, never again. Just off work, about to start driving home. Oh, no kidding. Late night for you. Well, travel safely, get home safely. We like to see everybody get home safe. Back for a minute, got a truck broke down and no kidding. Oh, that sucks. Tito said he put the 9-inch risers mid bend bars with easy shifter, the shorter shifter floorboards. I feel like I have a brand new bike again, which was a brand new bike to start with, but I'm sure it rides completely different. Yeah. Let's see. I have Thrash and all foot controls and love them. Right on. Thrasher makes some good stuff. 1912, the XBA was first with a clutch, according to Google. It says close. Yeah, it was close. And Rhodes got it right. Yeah, so I was close. 1915, a little different than 1912. Right on. So that was a good trivia question. Okay, I got a trivia question for everybody. Without looking at Google. When did Bill Harley first design the overhead cam motor? Not when it first came out, but first designed. That's a tough one. When did Bill Harley design the first overhead cam motor? Because remember, at that point, the valves were in the jugs, not in the head. The flatheads were flat. The valves were in the jugs. Oh, Greg McBee says 1908. Oh, my grandpa had a 1907. Nice. What's up, Ride Life Podcast in the house? Brian is here. Is that Brian or Jim? I'm going to say Brian. I bet you wish you still had that 1917. I want one. Wow, you did 1,000 miles while in South Dakota? I believe it's easy to be done out there, you know? Think about it. You're there for, 10 days? Do 100 miles a day. It's easy. But if you're taking part in a rally, it's still a lot of miles to be putting down in Sturgis. That's awesome. Awesome episode this week talking about, yes, it was. I watched it today. It was a great one. It's Brian. Yeah, it was 1936. Knuckle came out. No, not when Bill Harley first designed an drew it out, an overhead valve motor. They didn't get it right until the knucklehead, but they did have a motor with overhead valves earlier on. The valves were outside and exposed, but Cupcakes got it right when he said 1908. 1908 was when Bill Harley first designed an overhead valve motor, which was mind-blowing and revolutionary to the motorcycle industry. They were just boom. What's up, Busted? Good to see you. Busted's in the house. Let me get Busted his points. Boom, done, Busted. Let's see. You know what's messed up now that I'm getting older? I almost traded my Buell for a Goldwing. Well, you know what? Brian the Biker just got a Goldwing. Traded in his Ultra Classic and got himself a Goldwing. 1936 was the first year of the Knucklehead. Going all Professor. No, I mean, someone came up with a trivia question, so I figured let me come up with that trivia question because that's actually a hard trivia question to get, you know? And all of us Gen Xers and boomers and all that would know this one or should know this one. All right, here's a good trivia question. It's not motorcycle related, but it's a good one. If you think back to the Flintstones, Fred Flintstone used to drive Barney Rubble to work and drop him off on the way to the quarry. It was in one episode of what Barney did. What did Barney Rubble do for a living before he went to work at the quarry? Good question for everybody. Tiger's in the house. What's going on, Tiger? Good to see you. Cupcake sometimes knows a little history. Yeah, you do. That's right up your alley. Anyone know what your Indian put patent on Harley clutch assembly transmission? Not sure which one. They did it on the clutch assembly, and I believe that was right after World War I. They sued Harley for patent infringement, even though it was designed by Bill Harley. He just never patented it. Harley Davidson patented it and then sued Harley Davidson. Believe it or not, that lawsuit, they paid out $1 million. I think that was in the 1930s that happened. Yeah, I saw that episode too, Brian. I congratulated him on his new bike. I love when people get new bikes. It feels like I get a new bike, even though it's not me. Let's see. I got the bagger floorboards, the 1-inch riser, and shorter brake arm. Right on. Yes, he was an accountant. But who did he work for, Greg? No, it wasn't porn. And it was not a stripper. Who did he work for? He went to an office He was an accountant. But who did he work for? When you guys give up, I'll let you in. You won't believe it. You'll sit there. Are you kidding me? Oh, there you go. Still down for a Tennessee trip. Nice. Oh, yeah, he's in. When are you guys planning on going to Tennessee? For Smoky Mountain Bike Week? Or sooner? Fair, I think. Rockstone Bank, I'm guessing. No, he was an accountant for Bedrock, and Bedrock was known for selling insurance, and he was the accountant for the insurance company. Dave Sherman, you were sheltered. Oh, no kidding. September 6th. Nice. That is not. No, that's not Smoky Mountain, because Smoky Mountain's at the end of September, early October. Oh, for the stunt show. Right on. He worked for DDK. Oh, man. Shots fired. Corey, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. Wow. DDK was the advisor for the Flintstones cartoon. What it was like to live in stone houses back then and have pet dinosaurs and brontosaurus burgers and oh, just kidding, DDK. Hardwire, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother, man. Good to see you. Good for you. Oh, wow. Jesus worked for DDK. Wow. No, Jesus didn't work for DDK. Come on. He babysat Jesus. You know, he also took Mona Lisa to the prom. Just saying. DDK said Mona Lisa was kind of a little slut too, so I guess that was a good thing. But so yeah, back to that road glide that's on the lift. If you remember, hopefully you've seen the video I posted tonight. You could see it up there. We're waiting on pads and disc hardware. The inside of that disc is worn. I'm going to do a short or something tomorrow with it on Instagram, just to say, hey guys, keep an eye out for this. When your pads get low, make sure you check your rotors. You know. Let's see. Shane says, I remember him being a repo man before working at the quarry. Yeah. Ah, man, the missing years. Everybody took Mona Lisa somewhere. Actually, dinosaurs and man did not exist at the same time. Man and mammals came after. Yes, history nerd here. Is it a history nerd, honey? Or are you speaking from experience? But you ain't that old. He's saying, wow. Wow. Oh, boy. So, yeah, make sure you check your rotors. Before you just put pads on there, man, check your rotors. Feel them. See if they're smooth, if they're warped or any grooves or anything in there. Just to make sure, both sides of the rotor, not just one side. Get in there, both fingers, grab that rotor and go feel that son bitch. Ah, oh, stone carvings and Velociraptor. Oh, man. Guys are horrible. Must have dropped his drawers in front of her then. Oh man, screwing up the Flintstones history. Hey, Flintstones was real. It was on TV. I seen it. Yep, get in with both fingers. Colorize. That's it. What's up, Slim? Good to see you, man. We've been out here just having fun chatting about everything and anything, and poor DDK is getting beat up. Only physically, honey, not mentally. Only physically. I feel my husband's rotors every night. Oh, hey. Wife says he worked for Granite Construction. Okay. California, that's oh, right on, Slim. So, guys, what's been happening on your end? Have you guys been writing? Have you guys been having fun? Have you done anything spectacular lately? Kind of curious. Any great rides that I've missed? Greg says, I need my rotors felt and rubbed. Cupcake, you're killing me. All right, so that was a classic. Yes, she does. Yes, please do. Let's YouTube know I'm doing a good job and recommends it out. No, but knew some of the downline. Oh, okay. All right. Right on. So we got a new kitty last week on Saturday. Little black girl. She's a little girl. She's black kitten. She's adorable. She purrs. This is loud as baseball, and she's awesome. Let's see. I have not done anything fun in this heat, humidity. Been the killer. Did get a few rides in. Right on. Every road deserves a good turn every now and then. That's right. I took a phase plant into the desert. When the storm came through, it was down for 5 weeks. Nope. Just kidding. Nothing out of order here. Oh, okay. No, that's a good thing. I did a couple days up to Lake George. Right on. The smoke haze made views. Should have been still a great trip. Right on. Like I said, this last Saturday, we also, or no, 2 Saturdays ago, we made a trip out to Mystic, Connecticut. It's about an hour ride up the highway, but we didn't take highways up. We took the back roads. Took about 3 hours to get. Well, GPS said 3 hours. We did it in 2.5, and we even stopped for a break. Boom. But I had a good time. Oh, you guys went to Sturgis, did a lot of riding, got some goodies for the bike. Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get for goodies for the bike? I like to hear about goodies. Tito's got a lot of good goodies. What did you get for your bike? Let's see, working 70+ hours a week. The last 3 weeks, bike still getting repaired. Yes. Took the boat out Saturday with the family. Right on. Did a 500-mile lap around Northwest Montana last weekend. Nice. You know, I flew on my Army helicopter into Montana, and flying around Montana reminded me of flying around Afghanistan. So, yeah. But without the bombs and people shooting at you and not knowing if you're going to land on a landmine. But other than that, just like Afghanistan. Probably right up to Milwaukee HC Museum on Saturday for lunch, bikes, blues, and barbecue, which is a great time if you guys ever get out there. It's all you can eat barbecue. Well, they have live blues music. Trust me, I couldn't finish one plate, and Mel and I shared it, and woof, good food. It's good barbecue. It really is. And then on Sundays, they got build your own Bloody Marys, which is amazing. They don't do it during the homecoming because it's so many people. But if you're there not during homecoming, the blues and barbecue is good on Saturday. And on Sunday, they have the build your own Bloody Marys, and they give you a little thing of beer with it, which is amazing. Not really. I was lifeline to Tucson. Oh, no kidding. Finally got back to work tomorrow. I'm going gets tough. The tough don't notice. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Dr. J got sounds. She didn't know it. Yeah, good for her, man. Hey, MC Clemson Glide's in the house. Hey, Bill, good to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you are here, Bill. New suspension technologies front and rear and a new settlement seat. Right on, man. Best suspension, in my opinion. Now, I've had Legends and I've had Progressives and I've installed the Olins and I've ridden on them. But in my opinion, dollar for dollar, suspension technologies is where it's at. Big supporter of them. They don't give me anything for free. They don't give me any discounts or anything like that. But I believe in their product. Mike's a good dude. If you call Suspension Technologies, 9 out of 10 times you're getting Mike, the owner. But says, my doctor put me on, oh, no kidding, for weight loss. Need to drop some major pounds. Well, here's hopes you drop some pounds. Every Saturday plus test ride on new bikes. Right on. That's awesome. XAN, from what I hear, you'll lose pounds of money from the wallet. No kidding. Well, if his insurance is covering it, then he won't lose pounds from his wallet. Just saying. Yeah, riding in comfort. Who here is planning on going to Smoky Mountain Bike Week at the end of September? Out of curiosity, anybody here planning on going down to Smoky Mountain Bike Week in Tennessee? I went last year. It's a great time. It's a smaller rally. They have it vendors at Smoky Mountain Harley. They have them at the mall and Dream Rides Tennessee. So it's a good time. Yeah, see, insurance. Boom. Yeah, good luck to you, XAN. Let's see. I'm really liking the suspension. Mike is a very nice guy. He's an awesome dude. He really is. And he stands by his product. Yeah, most won't cover it. But I'm glad XAN's is covering it because that can be quite pricey. But who here is going to Smoky Mountain Bike Week? They have a barbecue place right outside, actually in the parking lot of Smoky Mountain Harley. Unfortunately, this dummy didn't try it, and I love barbecue. It's a maybe for you. Mike says he's in for Smoky Mountain. Right on. Mike, we'll have to talk. I was re-looking at my vacation time. That might be a thing. Might be able to go with you. Are we riding? Are we RVing? Are we hoteling and trailering? What are we doing? We'll talk. I like to go back to Smoky Mountain Bike Week. I'd like to spend a day and hit like Devil's Triangle, or the Back of the Dragon, or the Cherhola Skyway. I'm pretty sure we could get DDK to give us a tour. Pretty sure. Oh, you're thinking riding? Yeah, right on. We could do that. We could do that. Fly in and rent the bike. It's expensive to rent a bike. Why rent a bike when we have beautiful bikes? Mike's got his Road Glide ST, 2023 Road Glide ST. I got my 2022 CVO Road Glide. Nice. You're going to Smoky Mountain? Nice. Hopefully we can hang on. Oh, see, Didi Kids Bank on it. Okay, we got a guided tour from our brother Dan in the house getting it. Yeah, you got the itch after going to and from Sturgis. Now you want to go to Smoky Mountain. Bam, let's go. Bill will be there. Maybe a Wednesday thing, a weekday thing, or turn and burn for Friday, Saturday. Okay. Oh, Dallas says sounds like a plan. Dallas might be going. That getting a band back together. Bum. We'll be mobbing Smoky Mountain Bike Week without mobbing. Scuffy says maybe next year doing Ocean City this fall, first time in Daytona in spring. Oh, right on. You'll like Daytona. It's not a lot of scenic rides, but it's a vendor rally. Oh, tons of vendor. Every vendor is going to be there. And you have at Daytona Harley Davidson, you have down on Route 1 over at the the Iron Horse and Beaver Bar and all those down there will have vendors. Then at the Daytona National Raceway is going to have a lot of vendors there. And then make sure you get down to the Cackleberry Campground and Cabbage Patch. They got vendors there. Plus, there's live music down there and food and drinks and bikini bike washes are all over the place. I love Daytona. I really do. A lot of people don't like it because it's a party rally, but you don't have to make it a party rally. Mike and I go down. We put anywhere from 700 to 1,000 miles on the bikes when we go down there in March. Yep. Trying to save time for, yep, me too. But I was looking at it, and it's looking like I could throw a few days in and out on both sides of a weekend so I could go. Let's see. Wasn't it handball? Anyway, said I love it when I'm playing. Yes, it was. I love it when I'm playing. From the 18. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if you guys could tell I was pre-gaming before the live. Speaking of which, have a cocktail. Did somebody toot in the side chat? I don't know. Did they? Okay. Yeah, Mike and I are going to have to look at hotels and stuff like that. It was Sweeto. He tooted. Right on, man. Ocean City's a good time. I go every other year. We went last year. We had a great time. We won't be going next year because the big trip next year is Sturgis. But Ocean City is a great time. I love going down there. While you're in Ocean City, may I recommend you take Route 13. You go all the way down to Virginia Beach. The Chesapeake Bay River Bridge Tunnel. It's a great ride. It's like almost 20 miles of a bridge and 2 tunnels. And if you're lucky enough, we weren't, but if you're lucky enough, before you go into the tunnels, you'll see some warships or commercial ships going up over the Chesapeake Bay River Bridge Tunnel because you're going under. It's actually pretty cool. Then PCH, I want to do a 50 cross country again. Well, when you come through Connecticut, Dave, let me know. I got a place for you to sleep. Let's say Robson's got to go to Bikini Bike Wash. Yes. Always a lot of fun. Yeah, see, Gun says Ocean City's not bad. Wow. It's not Maryville. Oh, it is Maryville. Okay, yeah. Maryville. Or Merville, as Tweeter would say, Merville. You have to have a couple beers with Brother Bill this weekend. Yeah, right on. Riding to, oh, no kidding. That sounds like fun. What's their bucket list place? They have not been. Well, mine is historic Route 66, all of it. Also, I'm going to ride at Prince Edward Island, which is part of Canada. Well, you got to take a ferry out there, and I know Mike won't do that because Mike don't do boats. But I want to do that with the wife, and the reason why I want to do it is my uncle who rode, Uncle Frank, and his wife, my Aunt Barb, they took their Harley, they went out there, rode Prince Edward Island. Looks like they had a great time, and I want to do that as well. I know Mel's we would do probably right up to Maine, to Bar Harbor, catch the ferry, go over to Prince Edward Island, get the passports renewed so we could go into Canada, ride around Prince Edward Island, check that out for maybe a day or two, catch a ferry back, and then come home. That's a plan. So I'm thinking it's a simple, 4-day trip. 1 day up to Maine, 2 days out, maybe 5 days back over 6. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Glacier National Park. That sounds like a good one. I also want to do Bear Mountain Path? Let's see. Mobbing Meeting, Research and Development. Yeah. It's everywhere twice. Right on. Hey, what's going on, Froggy? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Froggy's got his bike back on the road, guys, who actually out riding today. Good for you. Yeah, Beartooth Paths. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm thinking. I'd love to go ride that. Thanks to Drew for me wanting me to put that on my bucket list because he did the video Beartooth Pass. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Also, I want to ride through the Badlands, which hoping I'm going to do next year. Because the first time with the Sturgis, I did no riding out there. So I want to do all the riding out there this time. So we'll see how it goes, you know. That's what I'm thinking. I'd love to do Beartooth Pass, but from what I understand, it's 8 hours just to get to Beartooth from Spearfish, and then riding Beartooth Pass, and then another 8 hours back. So I don't know if I'll have enough time for that. So maybe another year. Let's see. I'm heading that way in about 8 hours. Oh, right on. You're headed. Oh, yep. Mount Rushmore. Yep. Well, see, I'll be riding by that while we're in Sturgis next year. That's definitely one. Needles Highway is another one. All the rides out there. What is everyone bucket list place? They have not been. No bucket. No worries. Oh, you got to have a bucket list, Bill. You got to have a place you want to ride you haven't ridden yet. Like the Pacific Coast Highway or the $1 Million Highway. Those are some rides I want to take. I really want to do. That'd be awesome. Maybe I also want to go down to where they do the bikes, booze, and barbecues. Yeah. So I think we have to do Beartooth Pass while we're in Sturgis next year. Okay. Okay. He said no budget. Yeah. $1 Million Highway. Yes, yes. Go to the Sun Road. Adding to my bucket list there, Mrs. Kelfire. Don't know what it is. I'll have to Google it, find out. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks to Drew for influencing me on that. Love Drew. It's simple. Every road I've never been on. No kidding. Would love to do a full length of Florida Keys. Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Australia? I can't do Australia. I'll go to jail if I go to Australia just for tattoos. Going to the sun is in Glacier now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's the name of the road. Right on, right on. Pikes Peak's another one. But you got to, no matter what time of the year you go, even in the middle of summer, you might get snow and sleet, freezing rain. So Eureka Springs, that's what I was thinking of. That's another bucket list of mine. Eureka Springs. Oh man. Just to ride those roads around there, that looks awesome. Thanks to Dallas last year, I got to ride down in Central Tennessee. Thank you very much, Dallas. I appreciate that. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Let's see. Yo, Bill, I'll book it. You look at, even if it's an overnight thing. Oh, right on. $1 Million Highway. Jack wants to do, it says it's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Reading the side chat is hard and talking. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Blue Ridge Parkway. Yep, that's a good one to have. Let's see. I've been the full length of the Keys multiple times. Never gets old. Lots of crystal blue water and sharks. Cat House for food and drinks. Yes. Which well-known fact is the Cat House used to be back in the day a brothel. Hence the name Cat House. It's not a brothel anymore, but it used to be. That's the cool time. Thank you, Dallas. We're going to have to make that trip again, Mel and I, and then you and Penny have to come up here, and I got a bike for you to ride. Yes, I do. We'll put Penny on Spaceball. Let's see. Arkansas is awesome little town and a lot of good riding. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, and that's what I'm seeing on YouTube when people go down there. Definitely want to check that out. Definitely want to check that out. one of these years. It's on the bucket list. You know, I want to be one of those guys that when I die, I'm sitting glad I did all the shit I did. I don't want to be the guy sitting around a table who's all going, oh, I wish I did this when I was younger. No. I'm glad I did all the stuff I did when I did, because there's just so much to see and so much to do that, man, just get out there and do it, you know? Wyoming for 9 days a year, there isn't snow, okay? I would love to do 60 days of traveling across the U.S., hit all the icon spots, just stop because nice. You know, that's my plan. When I ride Route 66, it might take me all day to go 5 or 10 miles because I'm going to stop and see everything there is to see and take pictures. And it might take me a month, 2 months to travel all 66. So I want to see it all. We go down the Spring Fling rally there. Oh, right on. Right on. Mike said, avoid the rallies, do it off schedule. Yeah. We do the thing. That's it. That's it. That's that when I'm old and decrepit and can't really move, I'm going to sit there and go, I did it. You know, kind of like when my last day in the military, as I walked out of the hangar, I turned around and I looked at my aircraft, I looked at my platoon, I looked at guys I served with, and I said, I did it right. I'm leaving with more rank than I came in with, a lot more rank. I'm leaving with many years of service, and I took care of my men, I took care of my aircraft, and I took care of my career in that order. That was my priorities. So that's what I want to do when I physically can't ride. I want to look at my last bike and say, did it right. It says we may need a plan before we're riding. Yeah, I'll never drive a slingshot. You're not riding slingshots, you're driving slingshots. And by then, Bill, everything might be electric. Because I'm thinking maybe I have, let's say I'm 55, a good 25 more years of riding. 2 wheels. Had Jeeps before slingshots. That's it. I had an old man tell me once, everyone wants to see other countries, but tell me there's not much more beauty to ride. Yeah, there you go. When I'm old and decrepit, I won't drive a slingshot. Bingo. That's what trikes are for. That's right. You misspelled triglides, Bill. I'm suddenly craving bad pizza and playing golf. Oh, man. That's right. It's not a bike. It's a car. It's got a steering wheel, brake pedal, gas pedal, clutch pedal, hand shifter, seat belts. It's a car. Had to go 3 last year. Still loving just to. Well, you know what? Nothing wrong with going on 3. Really isn't. Mel had a freewheeler, and I loved riding it. This is go to the traffic lights, pop that thing in neutral, put the parking brake on, and just lean back and kick back, and yep, that's it. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture. Somebody took a picture of me. I'm driving a convertible before I ever drive a sling. Yes, I know. Just trying to start shit. It looks like it worked. Oh boy, Jeeks just for everyone else's parts. Wow. Let me see if I can find that picture of me on Mel's freewheeler. I took it out for the day just to have some fun. I think that was, what year was that? I think it was, we'll start at 2016 and work our way up. Because it was, I think it was a 2017, but we bought it in 18 or something like that. Oh, boy. That was a fun little trike. I enjoyed driving it. It was a lot of fun. Has a fast slingshot. Fun to drive. It's not a bike. Fun. There you go. There you go. I still wouldn't drive one. One of the people who works in the school of nursing at Fairfield U has a slingshot, and he's got the automatic. So, oh yeah, when we did Mel's slingshot or her bike, we did it right. We did it all with stage one. We put the rear bumper on it. Had a nice windshield on it. It looked good when it was done. It really did. We put underglow lights on it. I can show you the picture. I found the picture of the underglow lights. It actually looked really, really good. Let's see, share screen. Yeah, that was Mel's freewheeler. We took it out to dinner just after I put the lights on it. We changed out the cover down here to chrome, put a cool shift linkage on there. We changed out the grips. We changed out all the lighting on it. We changed out the head pipe. We changed out the mufflers. We put I like the rear bumper that you could get for these. Gives it that old 30s Roadster. Got some nice exhaust for it. I think those were the Crusher mufflers. Yes, they were the Crusher mufflers. They were actually kind of cool. I liked them. Let's see. Trying to find that picture of me just sitting down and chilling at the red light on Mel's bike. I don't know if I have it. I don't think so. I'm looking. I don't see it. Scrolling through all the pictures. Google Photos is great because it keeps all your pictures that you don't delete. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. Oh, man. That's too bad. That was a funny picture. Oh, you know where it might be? It might be on my... yeah. Yeah, I wish you still had that. Oh, good night, my brother Mike. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I'll see you on Friday. Let's see. At least we can all agree that a slingshot is not a motor. 100% accurate. Let's see. Maybe I got it on. Let me look at photos here. Videos. No, I don't want videos. I want photos. There we go. Let me see if I can find it on good old YouTube, not Facebook. The Face Bruche. I've seen it pop up on one of my memories. I just can't remember where. But it's kind of a funny picture because a friend of ours spotted me at the traffic light and snapped the picture. And it's worth, trust me, it's worth it. Let's look up Beans Blossom Boogie in the old school. Oh, no kidding. I could take a slingshot with my shoes. Wow. Oh man, where is it? Hopefully I can find that picture because it's kind of funny when you see it. Oh man, where is it? Come on. Oh, I found it. I found it, guys. You're going to enjoy this. So this is me at a traffic light waiting to go. And that was the awesome part of a trike. Put it in neutral, put the parking brake on, and just kick back, put my back up against the backrest on the for the passenger, and boom. Yep, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh man. I mean, really. Nice. And Jack's laughing. I mean, what else you gonna do at a traffic light, you know? Oh, hey, we're getting to that point. I'm thinking about dropping the link. Oh God. Look at that. My old pictures. Mel and I almost bought this car. What year was that? That was in 2017. That was a 2017 ZR1 Corvette. And we almost bought that because I'm thinking, you know what? When do I want to drive that? Want to drive that when I want to be out on the bike. So we never bought that car, but that was a badass car. I had to share it. Sorry, guys. I just saw it. Yeah, I was just hanging out. Oh, you do it all the time. Right on. Right on. So not just me. I get it. I get it. It's not just me that does it. I'm glad to see that. Glad to see a lot of people do. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Dean. Just hang out and enjoy the ride, you know? Oh, so yeah, why don't we do this? Let me drop the link in the side chat. We'll have some people pop on if they want to talk about motorcycles. Got any questions about your motorcycle, about maintenance, what should be done during certain maintenance cycles? We'll do it. Tickets for what? What are you looking for tickets for, Dave? Dean? Let's see. I bought the same old one that year that I got home. Ford Escort. And it turned into a Ford Escort. I have to put my clothes on. Not necessarily. I mean, the shirt, as long as you don't show your bottom half, we'll be happy with that. Okay, PA will show up now. We shall see. Yeah, almost bought that in 2017. Almost bought that Corvette in 2017, ZR1, which was the supercharged model, right from GM. But the problem with that was, when do I want to drive that? At the same time, I want to be on the bike. So I can't worship two gods, a Corvette and a motorcycle. Probably would have been cheaper if I owned a Corvette than owning Harleys, to be honest with you. Oh, man. Bill's in his boxers. Thanks for sharing. TMI, Bill. TMI. You know? But, yeah, I'm kind of excited about the rest of this riding season, if there is such a thing. Because I never put my bikes away. They're ready to go 24/7. Even when it's snowing out, the bikes are ready to ride. I don't take them out in the snow. I don't take them out. If they put that pre-treat brine on the road, if it comes up a nice day and it rained hard before that, then I'll take the bike out. But if it didn't, I don't take the bike out with that brine now, because that brine will destroy aluminum. And the last thing I want to do is destroy my bike for, a quick, 2-3 hour ride. Better than these. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I'll ride year round. There are times I've gone out on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, Christmas Day. You never know. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Nipples. Turn your phone sideways. Oh, you don't have the rotate on. No worries.
No, I don't. Am I sideways?
No, you're fine. But I was just saying, if you turn it landscape, if you had your auto rotate on, then which you don't. So you're fine.
Okay. Well,
What's
I can,
going
but
on, Ghost Eagle? Good to see you, bro.
yeah, man, you put the link on there, and I'm like, okay, how come I always have to be the first one?
Because you're Dave.
Okay, I have to think about that one for a minute. No, it's
So,
good live, man. I mean, yeah.
and I just went from the hip pocket because I had nothing planned.
Well, you're growing up, my son.
Oh, thank you. Good night, Scuffy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming on. And Jack, I don't want to hear it. Riding in Texas on Christmas and New Year's Eve is different than riding in Connecticut on those same days. Just
That's
saying.
true. That's true because if you want to go on a long trip, you have to go through Philadelphia or New York or all them big cities to break out, get in the country.
Hey, Voodoo Lane, what's up, man? What's good? Good to see you. You know, how's Arizona right now? 120 degrees?
No, down where we're at. Alexa, what's the temperature outside? Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 85 degrees.
85.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, 85? That's not bad.
Southern Arizona, yeah. You get up into Tucson and a couple hour and a half north of that to Phoenix, it's up around 100, 105. But we're fairly mild down here.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. You been out to Tombstone lately?
Not since I crashed 5 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, sorry you crashed.
Hey man, I'm old school tough, man.
Yep. Yep.
Old man told me when I first started riding. He said there's two types of riders: those that are going down and those that have been down.
Yep. I went down when I was 16 years old. I got it out of the way my first year riding. Well, second year riding.
Well, I learned a lot the last couple of times I went down. I've normally, I mean, maybe 5% of the time I won't put a helmet on, depending on where I'm going. But most of 98% of the time I'll put a helmet on. And I'm glad I had it on this last time because I went down on my side and head first, kind of. And face is fine now. They put stitches in. It's healing. It's healing after 5 weeks. But I tell you what, man. I tell you what. I don't care how cool you want to be. From now on, I'm wearing that riding jacket with the pads where they belong and that full face helmet, man. It's just the way it's going to be. Because I'm getting too old to be beat up like that.
Yeah, I tell you, when we get older, it takes longer and longer to recover from any injury. I've been noticing it in the shop that even working a hard full day on there on a Saturday, it takes me 2 or 3 days to recover from it physically because I'm worn out.
Yeah, man. We all just want to do our thing, and the biking community's grown a lot in the last few years, and it's socially speaking, you just can't get away with what you used to get away with. After World War II and all the outlaw clubs showing up and used to wreak havoc and stuff like that. But I mean, anymore, it's just just be safe, man. Get out there and have fun, ride, and come the next year and meet everybody again, man. It's I've learned that at 65 years old that I don't have to look cool to be cool, man. I just got to be safe.
Exactly. Ever since I built Spaceball, I said to Mel, wherever on that bike, because Connecticut's not a helmet state. I says minimum is a helmet, and I rode the piss out of that bike the first year I built it because it was just so much fun that I've gotten so used to wearing a helmet that now 95% of the time I'm wearing a helmet.
Right. Well, plus I have, I invested a lot a few years ago I got a Cine camera and was making videos and, my YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I haven't touched it in a long time.
Yep.
Well, why'd I buy all this stuff if I'm not going to use it? So that,
Yep.
I'm going to get back into doing the videos and stuff eventually.
Yep.
But
Excellent.
yeah.
Good night, 701. Have a good one, man. Get some rest. And hello to Dying Breed being in the side chat now. Right on. So what's your big trip this year? You got any big trips planned for the rest of this year?
No, we're I think that my best girl moved in February, and she's a whole lot younger than me, so I'm having a hard time keeping up. But you know what I'm saying. But
Well, you're not supposed to be dating girls, 20 years old.
no, well, she's not 20. She's a little older than that.
25.
Well, you're getting closer.
Women don't age past 25 to me. My mother's 25 and I'm 55. How'd that happen?
Right. No, but I mean, like I said, man, I'm that age, and I'm going back to work at the same job I had. It's a pretty cool job. I can take off when I want. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
Because it's a construction company, but I drive a truck. And
There
if
you go.
they get in a bind, they could just farm it out. Truck drivers, I mean, nothing. So
Dallas said you showed her your nipples.
yeah, I did. But no, I mean, just working on the house. She's done so much of it, man. She don't stop. But working on the house to put it up for sale within the next couple of years, and then I'm gonna fully retire. And she's wanting to, and I agree, that just kind of get a fifth wheel and a truck and a toy hauler and just go cruising the country, man.
Right on. That's the way to definitely do it, man.
Yeah. Because I've known you guys, not known you guys, but I've talked to you guys and a lot of people on the side chat and stuff that I've never really met for a long time. And I was an over-the-road truck driver for a very long time. And the only people I talked to were the forklift drivers and the warehouse, the office people, right? So I really didn't have a social life. And then I got into 7, 8, 9 years ago, whatever, into YouTube and stuff like that. And, it's just, you create a family, even though you don't meet each other. You know what I'm saying? You have your channel and everybody follows you and other people. And just kind of be nice to have the time to go around and meet everybody actually in person, shake people's hands,
Yeah. So you're going to go live the RV life there for a little while, huh?
Yeah, for a little while. And when it gets too much, I'm like I said, I'm looking at a fifth wheel and a truck. And then when it gets to be just the older I get, I'm pretty good now, but I mean, another 10, 15 years, whatever it is, I want to slow down, just stop traveling. We're only going to see so much of the country, right? And find a piece of property somewhere and, plant that fifth wheel RV and build around it, or, a couple acres, put a garden in, and just kind of retire,
You got to keep the house as a home base when you do that, or?
No, no, I'm going to sell this place. I'm fixing it. I don't know if, shit, I dropped it. Working on the backyard. She's planting flowers and stuff. We got a nice garden going on out there. Peppers and tomatoes and watermelon and stuff like that. Yeah. And just fixing it up from where I got it. And, hopefully make, 30, 40, 50 grand off of it. Take that, use it as a cushion.
Yep.
I never thought about that when I was younger, right? We don't think about stuff when we're younger.
No.
Just say, where's the beer specials?
Yeah, when we're younger, we think we're invincible.
Right. So yeah.
I mean, case in point, when I was crewing helicopters, we used to, part of our mission once a year while we were stateside was to support Leap Fest out in Rhode Island, an international paratrooper competition. Now I'm a paratrooper, and I did that when I was before I was even legal to drink.
Yeah.
You know, I was 19 years old jumping out of airplanes. And here I am, 40 years old, supporting Leap Fest for the first time. And I'm out on the ramp and I'm pulling in the static lines as deployment bags. I'm sitting going, man, I'm glad I did this shit when I was young because there ain't no way I'm doing it now.
You know, I've always been afraid of heights. What's funny about that is on a 2-story house. I used to roof a 2-story house, but I couldn't get close to the edge. It scared shit out of me.
Yep. Well,
But I was in helicopters.
yep.
And if
I'm
and I
the same
was,
way. I'm terrified of heights. Just that I used to sit on the ramp of my helicopter, hang out the center cargo hook hole. You know, I
Yeah.
trust my equipment that tethered me in. When I jumped out of a plane, I trusted my equipment and my training and everything. So I was good. You get me on a 6-foot ladder, I'll climb up that son of a bitch, but it might take me a long time to get back down.
yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of a secure. You have to feel secure. You know?
Yeah.
Like when I was in the helicopters, man, I was strapped to the bulkhead right on the helicopter, right, and
Mhm.
hanging out the cargo door, so I knew I wasn't going to fall. That
Exactly.
3-inch strap, you know. But if I had to do it just trusting me, ain't no way.
See, it's not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop,
Sudden stop, yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And boys don't bounce, I'm telling you. We don't.
yeah.
But how's that Buell?
Man, the only thing I have left to do since I crashed 4.5 weeks ago on the Harley, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a plug right now, and they don't pay me nothing, but the Viking bags I had on it had the hard plastic liners in the Viking bags, and they locked. That saved my bike.
No kidding.
Handlebars are good. I broke one mirror. I think I slipped on a wet road, took a tumble, and that bike was laying on its side. The windshield's gone. It's just 5 pieces. Windshield's gone. Broke one mirror, didn't bend it, just broke the glass on it. Handlebars are straight. The Viking bags are messed up, but that cushioned the whole thing. Everything else, it got a little dent, about a 3/4 inch deep dent in the left side of the front tank where the windshield, where it hit, and the little breakaway windshield, the tab that goes over, right?
Yep.
That hit the tank, put a dent in it, about a 1/2 inch dent, 3/4 inch dent.
Okay.
Fires right up, front end's good, handlebars are straight. I could ride it right now.
There you go.
And that bike's been through hell.
I'm sure.
Yeah, man. No, but that's something I've been thinking about, man. I don't need to do a twist to your live or anything like that, man.
That's all right.
But I mean, for younger riders out there, don't try to look cool, man. Just be safe,
That's it.
because you just never know.
You know, like I always say, man, you got to ride your ride, know your limits. And there's a time to push your limits to increase your skill level, but don't push your limits to the point where it's dangerous for you.
Right. But you could tell somebody under 40 that they're going to do it anyway. Right? Like we did, right?
Yep. It's like I want to build a stunt bike and learn how to stunt ride and, drift and all that. But I'm sitting there going, if I fall, man, which I know I'm going to do at least a dozen times, it's going to hurt and it's going to take me a long time to recover. So maybe I'll leave the stunting to the younger guys and just go and support, like East Coast End or Bird Gang and South Shore Scum and the rest of them, and watch and enjoy and sit there and says, I can't do 1% of what they do. That's why they do it. And I'm over here.
Yeah.
My soft tail with Spaceball will do a whole shot or rolling burnout without trying. And if I get a little throttle happy, it'll pick up that front tire and I'll walk a wheelie on it, but that's not on purpose.
Right.
Well,
I tried that a couple times with my Buell. There's different models. Mine's the 1125R. And if I pull up on handlebars and jerk back, I can get the front wheel off the ground. but that bike's balanced so good that all you got to do is lean forward just a little bit and get on it. And it's like front end gets light, but it won't come up. And it just
Yep.
zip. It's just really cool. I like
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
Yep.
you asked a question earlier about that. I haven't been able to work on it. I found a brake caliper, hose, and master cylinder for $31 for that bike.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go through it first. I got new brakes and turn signal and stuff put on it, and a lot of people interested. Man, it's just here lately the bike market is kind of weird.
It is. It is because things are funny and nobody knows where the future is and the future of companies. And I've always said it. Even if Harley Davidson shut down and didn't make another motorcycle, the aftermarket community is so vast for it that you could get everything and anything you need for Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Because the aftermarket community support is huge, and they make everything for it. So even if the motor company folded and went under and went out of business, I could still get everything I need.
Yeah.
From tires to wheels to brakes to motors to transmissions, drive belts, electrical,
Well, because it's supply and demand. As long as the market's there, somebody's going to make it. Yeah.
But it's funny, Indian, they got quite a bit of market share. The aftermarket support isn't really there. You cannot go out and buy an aftermarket transmission or an aftermarket motor for an Indian. That's just not there. Same thing with any of the Japanese bikes.
Yeah. This conversation right here could go off in a trail off in a whole bunch of different. We start talking about Honda and Suzuki and Yamaha and Ariel and all the other makers. But I tell you what, man, just because I could talk about that all night long. There's a lot of good bikes out there, man.
Absolutely.
I think the one bike I mentioned at the last live, I think the one bike I regret getting rid of. I bought it for $400, $450 with an extra motor. They just needed rebuilt. It was a 1958 BSA, 650 per unit. I regret.
Again, there's no aftermarket support for that. You're looking at getting, new old stock or something that needs to be rebuilt. Now you got to find all the parts to rebuild it, all the seals and O-rings and gaskets and
right. But it was bulletproof, man.
Yeah, but still, things wear out.
Yeah.
The rubber seals wear out. Gaskets wear out. You're making gaskets and out of cork or paper or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It could be done, but it's so much easier to sit there and says, I need a head gasket for a Harley. Doesn't matter what motor, you can always find it.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 1915 or a 2025 model. You can find parts. They're available.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg McBee restores and builds antique Harleys all the time. He gets parts all the time for them.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there who still do it. I mean, there's a lot of guys around here, man. I mean, I can get the Shovelhead. I can get parts for that all day long. The Evos,
Yep.
Evos are getting really popular here again.
Everybody because the Shovelhead prices went up.
Yeah.
Used to be able to find a Shovelhead motor in really good condition for, a few bucks. Now you're talking thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
If you want to find an authentic knucklehead motor, you're spending tens of thousands of dollars just for the motor.
Right.
And in not good condition. So that's why the Evos are getting popular, because there's so many of them and the demand isn't really there. Now that the demand is coming, you're going to see the prices start going up.
Well, plus the Evo, from the Shovelhead to the Evo, the machining got a little better, so they didn't leak. so much.
Yep.
You know, it's a little better motor, probably one of the best
Yep.
Harley motors. But
Yeah. See, here's Evil Rick Saturday night in the garage making carb gaskets for the Triumphs.
yeah, man, out of a beer case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens, you know. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I mean, I remember making gaskets for, you know, some components because I couldn't get them or they were on back order and I just had to get it done. So you go buy some gasket making material, you find something that's close, and sometimes it was just paper that was the gasket.
Right. Well, that's what
And
I'm
that
saying. I
was,
mean, back in the '70s, late '70s and stuff, we would take a 12 pack of Budweiser, you know, take the cardboard off of it and make a gasket, sealed just fine.
John's funny. I have a 76 shovel with a wooden handle and a round blade on it.
How many horsepower does that have?
0.
That's funny.
It's one man power.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
the aftermarket support for all Harley Davidsons, it's bottomless, almost bottomless.
Right, because there's so many of them out there. People would be stupid not to manufacture aftermarket parts for the next 40, 50 years. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many Harleys out there. Yeah. It's not, it's, you know, people, there's fear things going on. Harley's not going to die
No,
for a long time. Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching and seeing a lot of YouTube suggestions coming up. Harley's broke. Is this the end? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it's
No.
not the end. Is it going to be the same it was? Absolutely not. Will it go away? Probably not. You're talking about 100 and what? 20. Let's see, it's 2025, 1903, 122-year-old company. You know,
Yeah.
it really isn't going to be going away.
No, there's just too many of them out there. I mean, you know, and if you know what, if Harley died right now and quit manufacturing motorcycles, there's so many of them out there, and it won't take long for the price of all the used ones. If Harley quit manufacturing motorcycles, it won't take long before all the prices will go up. And then, you know, 10, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, Harley will be worth $50,000 again. Because the old ones that go away, just like an old car, will rust into the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And somebody resurrects it like Polaris did the Indian, you know, and who knows where that's going to go. So who knows?
Yeah. You know, and I'm pretty sure the government will bail them out.
Yeah.
Dying breeds. The only thing consistent in life is change. That is 100% accurate. It's the only thing you can count on in life is death, taxes, and change.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Right, man.
So we're going to call it quits. But before we do, Dave, I'm going to give you your final say, your final words of advice to everybody in the side chat.
I welcome the comfort that death will bring.
Now that's still waiting. Coming straight from the guy who goes by the name Nipples.
Well, Curry's spoken for, so I'm kind of discouraged about life, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you know, look at it this way. It can only get better, can't get any worse.
That's right.
I do want to thank Guns and Baggers tonight. Have a couple drinks on him. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the $50 super chat. I really appreciate you and everything you do for the channel. And of course, as always, Jack coming in with the $9.99. Really appreciate both of you guys for what you do. And that's it, guys. That's all I got for tonight. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me. And as always, I want you to live the best life you can because you only get one. ride often, and always ride hard.
Peace. Love you.